Yeah, what's going on, all my fan houses? We are in the building. We are here at another edition of Backstage Business. This is actually a version of the Backstage Business that we love to do called High Stakes, where we talk about the upcoming PLE. We do a prediction show, so it's a more for the Backstage Business and the prediction show and it's sponsored, not sponsored, but hey, listen, we got affiliate partners that we work with, and one of our favorites is WWE Shop. The link is in our bio. Get the WWE Shop and buy your merchandise in time for the PLE overseas. I'm the villain. I'm here in the building. I don't do this by myself. I got a host of people that I do this show with. Some people I like, Stacy. Some people I don't like, Corey. And then some people like Sirius I just put up with because God is good. But anyway, Sirius is in the building. What up, Sirius?
What's good, man? Pleasure to be here, man. Let's go to work.
All right, that's short and sweet, just like my love life. What's going on, Stacy, the queen?
What up, fam? Excited about all we got to talk about to get ready for this weekend.
Absolutely, you got a lot to talk about, and last but certainly not least, the man himself, the myth, the legend, the controversial one, Corey, in the building with the cutoffs. I'm sure. What up, Corey? Don't hurt him out there.
What's happening? Let's go to work.
Let's work it. Listen, we got a lot to go over. Little time to do it, so I'm gonna get right to it. We got a PLE coming up, but before that, we had a blow off Monday Night Raw. We had a SmackDown before that, and a lot of storylines in between. So as we head into this PLE, Stacy, we had a pretty good Raw. Oba Femi and Jey Uso faced off to open the show. We got new tag team champs, the Street Profits. Tag team champs in the building. And we had a nice return to Joe Hendry. Nobody said his name, but he did appear. And a lot of stuff in between. A heel turn by Lyra Valkyria on Bailey that I did not see coming, but I'm pleasantly surprised. And, the Judgment Day continues to limp on. Stacey, what do you got for me? What do you like so far heading into this PLE? What's on your mind?
Overall, sounds like a really good Raw to go into a PLE weekend, which we needed.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing. I mean, I think it'll be a decent PLE. I think that there's some variety in the components this time, which is needed and necessary. I'm excited about the Street Profits. I mean, we've been talking about that forever. I mean, I don't know how long we were talking about we needed them back. And then, we were concerned that not concerned, but kind of halfway between concerned and also hopeful that there was going to be a breakup so that Montez could do his singles run. So now to see that they have the strap, we know that they will dominate and do some great stuff. So that's exciting. And of course, I love Seth and Montez. That just makes me happy. So I think it'll be a great weekend.
Absolutely. Corey, I mean, what do you like so far heading into this PLE?
Well, Jay and Oba got me excited. We give Jay
which is shocking.
We give Jay a lot of grief around here, and I think Jay did his thing Monday, and Oba's just over, man. It's very apparent. If you didn't believe it before, it's very apparent that he got next. Getting there, we'll see how we get there. But I'm excited for that. I'm excited for the triple threat also, simply just because I think I know where it's going, but I want to see if I'm right. I think I know where it's going, though.
And you're referring to Corey Rhodes, Sammy, the last real one, and Gunther. Yeah, I mean, I think that's interesting. He can go a lot of different ways. I hope it doesn't go the way that I think it might be going, but we'll see what happens. But I tend to agree with you. Oba is on point, and I don't give Jay a lot of grief. I don't think we do on this show. I think we kind of call it down the middle with him. But Stacey's looking at me like I'm crazy. What, guy? What?
We give Jay a lot of grief.
I'm the leader of that pack. I mean, I've been really hard on Jey Uso the last year and a half.
I'm not. I'm a forgiving villain.
That's you.
Yeah, I'm forgiving.
Hold on. Now, it's a lot of revisionist history because every time I crush LA Knight, y'all bring up Jey Uso.
Oh, I like crushing
last-
LA Knight just to get on your nerves.
No. But when I crush LA Knight, y'all always bring up Jay, and it's like, oh, well, Jay ain't no better. That's not true.
Thanks,
Well, I
Corey.
don't say
You know
that.
I'm not the only one. At least I'm
Yeah.
You two are like, you get a room. You two, it's ridiculous. You two, seriously, it's like a love fest with you two. Listen, yeah, I think it's split down. I don't kill him as much. I respect that he is a top seller, and he said it. You know, people doubt him, but I sell merch. I do. You know, I get the crowd going. So
I don't know if you was paying attention, and I'm gonna go back and watch it because I might have heard it wrong, but I feel like Jay's pop was just as big as Oba's.
I think it was. I'm gonna
go back and watch it.
He's
I don't
bigger
know.
now than he's been in a long time.
Who's that, Jay?
It had dropped off a bit aside from the yeeting.
Mm-hmm.
He definitely had more fanfare than we've seen in a while, and that's been building probably for the last 6 weeks. And that's really good for him because he had been getting a lot of backlash, and he's getting more aligned with people are more on his side. And it's not just
I don't know if it was the sound, but I kind of tend to agree with Corey. I felt like the Ober chants as he was coming out, they were loud, but it didn't feel loud on my TV, and I have surround sound. So that when Jay came out, you could hear it. I don't know if they amped the music up or something like that. I don't know what it was, but it did feel a little louder. It just, you know what I mean? Like
it was very small, but if you paid attention, Oba got booed a little bit.
Yeah, when he
told Jay, if you run it back, I'm gonna knock your ass out.
They
booed a little bit. He got him right back, but
they
ain't like that. They wanted to heat a little more.
Yeah,
the UK loves Jey Uso, so it was the perfect time to have them there before a PLE like this with a match that we needed to really matter.
Yeah,
because this match has to matter.
Right.
We're gonna know very early in the night where this is going.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree, and I felt like. I feel like because they're not in the UK very often, like it's crowd participation, right? Serious, like they get to participate in the yeet chant and yeet with them, so that's why it feels a little louder. So, I mean, what did you like, Serious, about what we saw on Monday Night Raw, or you could take it to SmackDown from the previous week, heading into this PLE?
I think if there was ever a Monday Night Raw before a PLE that I loved, that wasn't, a SummerSlam or wasn't a WrestleMania, this was it. I think from start to finish, it was great. I think the promos were really, really well. We said it in the chat. The thing that has kind of turned the corner for Jay is the fact that he has more substance now to his promo. It's not just the regular cadence and you don't seem like, it doesn't sound like he's fumbling over his words. So I'm not sure if he's working with somebody or he just finally getting it, but it was good to see him get it. And he went toe to toe with one of the good ones that is doing it in Obafemi. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. I'm sick of Liv Morgan.
I
am too. I like her, but I am.
I mean, she's attractive to look. Again, I'm sounding like Corey, but you know what I'm saying, she's attractive and all this other type of stuff, but like, please, somebody give her a mouthpiece. Somebody needs to give her a mouthpiece because
they don't. And the reason they don't need to give her a mouthpiece is your reaction right now is what they want.
That's what they
your
want.
Reaction
right.
is why she don't need a mouthpiece.
Exactly. And she's the mouthpiece for Judgment Day. So why give the mouthpiece a mouthpiece?
Because she sucks at it.
I don't think she sucks at it. I think that's the point of her, how she cuts her promo. I've been saying it for weeks, and I agree with you, Serious. She's annoying as hell.
She's supposed to be annoying.
Exactly. That's 100%. Why. Like,
mission accomplished then, because God knows. I'm my TV.
Serious, you were one of the guys that couldn't wait for her to get back, right?
Yeah.
Rumble. So if she came back and then she was likable, then she loses that heel heat. That's
the thing is, like, again, I mean, to your point, like, you can be a heel and still deliver a promo. You can be a heel and not be like turn the TV off every time you talk. Like, hell, we have come. Well, I was always a Logan Paul guy, but we've come around to Logan Paul.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? He's a heel. The brother can work a promo.
I still don't like him, but
exactly. My point exactly. Like Nia Jax has come around. She's a heel, can work a promo. You feel me? Like it's the screeching. It's the no, stop. Other than that, man, I mean, yeah, I thought it was a good Monday Night Raw. Yeah, I can't wait till we get into these matches, man, because literally there's not a layup or a popcorn going to get spot in this whole card. So hopefully you got your popcorn before the PLE starts at 1.
Yeah, I need to see the whole card because I'm not sure if I agree with that. But I don't know the whole card.
I'm looking at it now.
No, the card is pretty solid. So I mean, take a look at it when you get a chance. But a couple things I want to touch on Monday Night Raw. You know, we talked about Lyra Valkyria. I have to give credit. I don't remember who posted it, but I guess now we have an Angry Bird. Lyra Valkyria. I laughed at that. That was hilarious. Shout out to everyone on socials that posted that. But you know, I think this is good for her. I think not that she was getting boring, but now it gives her something different to do. I wanted this tag team to get the belts, but I really, you know, I think we all are in agreement. We want Fatal Influence to get those female tag titles. So if you're not going to do that, I think you got a good segue for her to do something different, maybe move off of Raw, do something else. So I like that. And I was kind of oddly intrigued by the whole Chad Gable Alpha Academy segment. I wasn't in love with it, but I kind of like that, you know, they kind of let Chad put himself on the line with his relationship with Otis, and then Maxine. Now she's not implying that that she's with the Visions of Austin Theory, but she's seen her around, and she said no. So I kind of like that too. And what else? I think, you know what? I want to touch on this real quick because we kind of talked about it last week and before we get into the PLE. So after Raw went off the air, I know you guys saw it. Obafemi touched up with Braun Breaker. And that, I like the chemistry. They always do it in a dark match or after Raw, before Raw, to test it out, to see how it fits, right? And then on SmackDown, which is pre-recorded, I have no spoilers, people. So you can watch this and be spoiler-free, all our fans out there. But there was a tag match as a dark match. Oba and Seth freaking Rollins versus the Visions, Braun Breaker, and Austin Theory.
Was it a dark match or was it on the show? I seen it advertised.
So I saw somebody said it was a dark match when I was searching on the internet. So hopefully I didn't spoil anything. I apologize out there who's watching, but I saw it as a dark match. I think you had sent us that you thought it was announced for the match. So I don't know what they're going to do, but it doesn't make sense to have Oba touch up with the Vision right now because nothing's been built for that. But is that a way to push Oba and Braun through the summer and through the fall, and then wrap around to WrestleMania to get Braun to a Roman? Corey, I'll let you take that one to lead off. I said Braun Breaker is a good strategy for Oba. Two alphas that really are quote unquote dominant. So while I don't think they could touch, I think you have to do it after SummerSlam, right? I think that's how you bring Braun Breaker back. I mean, Bronson Reed back, and have Oba go against the whole Vision. What do you think?
Yeah. I mean, you can go there, you can go Bloodline. Either way, you have plenty to give him before he gets to Roman. And like we said with Cody when he lost the first time to Roman, you have to go through something before they just give you the title. So give him some stuff to go through. Make him struggle. Make him look like he can be beat. Because like I said last week, if you make him look unstoppable and he just goes through everybody, you have nothing left. So you got to make him struggle. I'm not saying he's got to lose. I'm saying you got to make him look like he can be stopped.
Right. or that somebody is going to do something to stop him, right?
Exactly. And I think the last match with Brock Lesnar kind of hurt that, because Brock had to do serious stuff to beat this man. Mm-hmm. So now you can't look at, say he faces Roman. You can't look at Roman and say a Superman punch and a spear beats him. Right. Saturday, you can't say a frog splash beats him.
Right.
Braun Breaker with his spear. You can't say, oh, he speared him, that beats him. Like, you kind of messed that up when you made Brock do what he did to him. And I understand why you did it in the moment, but you got to look forward. Now it's like nobody can do that to him outside of Brock Lesnar. So you got to figure out a way to bring him down to earth. And yeah, having him go through the whole vision and then the whole bloodline, or however you do it. Yeah, that's the way to do it, because you know he's not getting Roman anytime soon.
I almost kind of wish, Corey, that they did a couple F5s, and then after the match, Brock hit like 5 F5s and then put it on the table, so that at least during the match it makes him, to your point, makes him, you don't have to do all this to put the monster down. So, I mean, serious. I mean, do you like the idea of Oba struggling against the Vision for the fall, or do you want go ahead, go for it?
No, I don't feel as though. I mean, I understand where Corey's coming from, because again, you don't want him to just have a cakewalk to the strap. But you built him to be a monster. You built him to be a beast. That's how you beat. That's how he was built. And so to now have him grind and struggle and do all the things, kind of, in my opinion, undoes what you spent weeks, months building. Like, keep in mind, I didn't just hop on the Obafemi bandwagon. I've been watching this man run through stuff for the better part of 2.5, 3 years. You feel me? And so he comes to the main roster and he, continues to run through things. And, I just don't like the idea of him having to struggle versus, a faction or an opponent that's not at the top of the food chain. Like, at no point do I feel as though Braun Breaker can hold a candle to Obafemi. At no point. At no point do I fear as though a returning Bronson Reed can hold a candle to an Obafemi. At no point.
And that's a problem.
But why do you think that? Because I think they've been building Braun just not as hard as they've been pushing Oba, but I feel like they've been building Braun for a better half of a year.
And they have failed, because once you introduce Obafemi into that particular situation, you have one beast that is superior above the other beast. The thing that make Brock Lesnar Obafemi plausible and able to be believed is the fact that these are two beasts that are on the same beast playing field, right? And to be honest with you, even if Bronson Reed were to come back and have, a storyline with Obafemi or something like that, I just do not feel as though creative has done a good enough job of convincing me that they are equals. Therefore, the fact that Obafemi was subsequently, in Corey's scenario, struggle, I couldn't see that. Now, I'm not saying Corey's wrong, but if you're trying to convince me, the fan, the consumer, that this is even playing field and that there's a struggle and there is a victor and there is a triumph to be triumphed, then you have to get these guys to an equal playing field.
Hold on. When I say struggle, I don't mean he's going to struggle in a one-on-one match. Right. I mean, he got to deal with all of them. They're jumping him every week. Exactly, they're putting him through tables. Right. When he gets one-on-one, you're 100% right. They're not equal. No. But that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying
and that's not what we need.
They need to jump him every week. They need to beat him up every week.
And that's the thing. Like, I mean, I get that, but then Seth's in the picture. Because we saw this clips. We saw him come out and save Seth. And so if Seth is in the picture, we got to understand Seth doesn't come by himself.
Seth is Seth in the picture though? Serious? Well, I think this is the blow off.
Seth said Saturday. Seth said Saturday is it. Seth said that.
Yep.
But again, I just then
I mean,
why?
it's
then-
gone,
okay,
not forgotten kind of deal. Serious, like
if Seth is out of the picture, okay, then why did Oba come out and save him after the Vision was jumping him in, I guess we call it the dark match? Because that's how Oba Femi got out there.
But that's not, nobody's supposed to see that. The dark match is for us.
But we
to
saw
see.
it.
No, I understand that. We're
No,
gonna
but
see
it's not.
everything.
It's not on
But
TV.
it's not on TV. So the WWE can make you, not you, because we talk about this every day.
Mhm.
But they can make the average fan forget that.
Yep.
Mhm.
They can make their fans forget anything they want them to forget. Like I was saying last week. You only know this because you're diehard and you watched it. Don't nobody that's a casual, just a WWE fan, know Oba Femi's been pinned by who he's been pinned by. Don't nobody know that. So they can make you forget. Yeah, you saw some footage you wasn't supposed to see, but I mean, they can start to scrub that from the internet if they really want to, or they can just say, "Hey, your eyes ain't really see that," and the fans are gonna forget. You know what I'm saying? So Oba can take himself completely out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody will bat an eye. Or after Saturday, he can, or not Saturday, but after SummerSlam, he can have a problem. Because we already know where we're going for SummerSlam with Oba. So you can start to plant the seeds for the rest of that for after SummerSlam, starting this weekend, for real.
Mm-hmm. Stacey, what say you?
Yeah, I mean, they can use that whenever they want to. That's the whole point. It was an internet bite to get them views and likes. That was the whole point of it. That's why they intentionally did it after the show went off, because then that gets them the social media blitz that they needed to become the top trending topic, was what happened afterwards. I mean, that was all that was. And they can use it later. They don't have to come back to that again for a year, 2 years, whenever, right?
Mm-hmm.
They can use that, and that can come back, because we see that all the time in storylines. And when it comes to Oba and the Vision, the reality is every hero needs a villain, whether it's a single villain or a series of villains. And he has to have something else. He has to have something that makes sense. And when Braun Breaker came out, we can go back and watch the old footage. Everybody was talking about he was a monster.
Mm-hmm.
And he was undefeatable, and he was this and that, until he also got taken down a couple notches. But then he also got hurt, because he was the leader. And when it happened with everything with Seth last year, they were building him as the beast from the Vision, and then he got hurt.
They were, but this is a different monster.
Yes, and it serves two purposes. Putting Oba and Braun Breaker together gives Braun Breaker back some credibility that he lost last year, and they need that, because not only do they need some more credibility for Braun now, but they have to think of Braun in terms of 5 years from now, when so many other people are retired and gone. He's got to be elevated somehow to the main event. No better way to do that than start what could end up being a long-term rivalry between the two of them that lasts us for years off and on. It could be a Seth Roman. It could end up being something like that. And that's the whole point of this, is there's no better way to potentially build what could look like a long-term rivalry than do it now, when Oba's on fire. Mm-hmm. And Braun needs to come back and get credibility as a villain. They've got to make him a super meal, because this time last year, he was a heel that everybody loved. They don't want us to love Braun Breaker.
They're trying very hard.
They are, the only way to make him a super hated heel is to put him against Oba. That's right. So it makes sense for everything they're trying to do, for laying all the bricks to get ready to the next path. It makes so much sense, because the other side of it is, and we haven't talked about that yet, it's not just about Oba at this point. They've got to fix what they've lost with Braun Breaker, because he was hot. He was on fire. He was one of the top merch sale guys. He was all over the place. Everybody was all about it. And then his fire diminished, and he went out, and he wasn't as hot. So they've got to build him back, and there's no better way to do it than this. So it makes total sense, because they can give him back some of the monster heat he had before.
And I think part of it was their fault, because they had to put Punk and Roman at Mania. So Punk had to go over on Braun, and that started a trickle down effect. And I know you guys hate when I go back in time and revisionist history, but I look at not this. All right, I'm not saying that these two are on that level, but one probably is. But we're talking about Rock and Stone Cold, right? Rock and Stone Cold touch hands in the dark match before anything ever popped off with those two. Then they fought for the Intercontinental title, and then they got to WrestleMania. But you had a backstory, you had a history with them. I think one of the biggest litmus tests was at the Royal Rumble when Stone Cold won the Rumble to go to get his first WrestleMania against Shawn Michaels. Who were the last two in the ring? Rock and Stone Cold, and that blew the roof off. So I think you have to get there. I'm almost thinking that you're starting to build seeds for the Survivor Series, maybe with these two, right? So, and I think that gives you something to do because I love the Bloodline, but I don't want to see the Bloodline in Survivor Series again. We got to get something different, in my opinion. So,
and I mean, think about it. This time last year, y'all, before all this went down, we were talking about Breaker Seth Rollins being a main event match for SummerSlam. So we were main event him this time last year, and now we're like, is he good for Oba? We can't think that he could have been a main eventer against Seth Rollins for SummerSlam, and we're not sure he's the right fit when it's the Vision. And we have to think of Braun Breaker not only as Braun Breaker, but we talked about it. You guys talked about it last week. Bronson Reed is coming back. There's also no better way to set up Bronson Reed and Oba by having Braun Breaker and Oba, because then he's got a series of people to go against in one faction. It just makes it's great storytelling sense.
We gotta stop saying we, because I'm gonna continue to say what I've been saying for months. I'm high as hell on Braun Breaker, and I know you're not serious, but I've been high on Braun the whole time. I will. Oh, something else I wanted to point out from the opening segment with Oba. It became very clear Monday night that if you didn't believe it before, that Cody Rhodes' title means absolutely nothing. The way those people booed when he said, "Should I go after the Undisputed Championship?" They booed the hell out of that idea.
Well, was it the belt or the person holding the belt?
That's even worse. He's QB1.
Because I mean, Roman is him. So I mean,
that's not how you marketing it when you continuously calling Cody QB1. Now you have him.
I haven't heard QB1 since Roman.
He just said it today. He just said it today in an interview.
I think Sammy calls him that pretty often too.
But Cody himself just said it today in an interview. He was talking about 10 years from now on Ariel One, and they asked him something about 10 years, and he said, well, in 10 years, I won't be QB1 no more. Some of these younger guys are going to come up. He's still calling himself QB1. He's in a feud with Sami Zayn right now.
But he'll never eclipse Roman.
Exactly.
So, I mean, you could switch the belts. I don't think the title is the problem. I think the person is the problem. And it's not a slight to Cody Rhodes. He's not Roman Reigns. He just isn't.
Not really built him to continue to look like a QB1 in a long time, and that's problematic because he was huge. But again, I'll just take this back to the Oba thing. Mm-hmm. They built him to be QB1 and then didn't build him with enough villains to fight. He didn't have enough heels to fight. Mm-hmm. So all of the storylines that were along with and I agree, I'll agree with you guys. He will never eclipse Roman Reigns. But he doesn't have to, because we need somebody to lead both brands, right? We need somebody on either side. That's why we have two main belts.
I'll push back though, Stace. He has to eclipse Roman because Roman did business for him at Mania. So
he can't eclipse Roman.
No, but do you understand what I'm saying? Like, if you go over on Roman, which doesn't happen very often, you have to eclipse him. I mean,
from a business standpoint, he doesn't have to, and I'll tell you why.
Okay, all right.
Here's the difference in Cody versus Roman. Roman quietly on Christmas Day 2025 spent 7 hours at a children's hospital quietly. Mm-hmm. He didn't take press. He didn't release anything. He just went in there and loved on kids that had cancer, that were dying, and it was Christmas Eve, and he did it by himself, right? We didn't find out till days later because he didn't need the cameras, right? Because that's not his type of main eventer. Cody, because that's what they want him to do, because that's what Triple has built him to be. Cody does that, but Cody has to take the press. Not because that's who he is and who he is, but that's the persona they built. As QB1, when you're the face of the company, if you're doing that in front of the press. They're two completely different people. Exactly. And that's why Cody's where he is, because they needed the next face like that, right? Mm-hmm. So they don't have to eclipse because they're two completely different leaders. Because one of them serves the purpose of the business and one of them just has all the aura. Roman would never be the kind of quote unquote QB1 that Cody is. And that's fine, because you need Cody for all the 10-year-olds and the 15-year-olds and all the Cena fans, because that's a great progression. Mm-hmm. You need Roman for all the Stone Cold fans, the Taker fans, because they're two different kinds of wrestling fans. And that's why it's okay that Cody will never eclipse Roman, because he doesn't have to. He just doesn't have to. Okay. We need both.
It doesn't help. You know what? I'm going to say it, and I'm going to get killed. I don't give a damn. It doesn't help that Cody's a mid-carder.
He gone.
I mean, you can kick me out all you want. It just doesn't help. Tell me.
Did you just say he was a mid-card?
That's not fair. We can't do that.
Okay. That's the same show, SmackDown, when Roman was on it for 4 years. We cared about every main event he was in. When John Cena had the title, we cared. Right now, if CM Punk walks on to SmackDown, CM Punk's your number one babyface. He's jumping Cody.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. There's levels to it. But
Cody since Cody finished it, the whole intrigue to Cody Rhodes was finishing the story. Once the story was finished, after
creative didn't give a flying what about what they did.
Stop.
That's the truth, though.
Well, but I think kind
of say that I kind of am in between.
Yeah,
I'll add one more piece to this puzzle. We had Randy Cody, and Cody's the most beloved QB1, and everybody wanted Randy to win.
Cody legit got his head booted off, for real. Yeah. And they cheered. Man's eye
but let's be fair. Like, that's not. Listen. I hear you. I agree with you. But he's not a mid card. Let's find a different word for that, because he's not a mid carder. He really is not.
He shouldn't be holding the top championship in the company.
Okay, let's say that. But
let's not say he's a SmackDown. Would you put the strap on?
I put it on Gunther.
I would put it on Gunther.
You want to know how terrible Cody's reign has been? There are legit people, and it's not just 2 or 3. If you look online, there are legit people that want Sammy to win that title Saturday.
Yeah, I kind of want to win it too, just to see the chaos.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get to that, because I you know what?
I want to see the chaos. Oh God, that's
villain. Yes. If Punk comes to SmackDown, who's the number one face on SmackDown?
I listen. I agree with you.
Why does Cody have Gunther right now? This goes to No. He has Gunther right now. Stop. He has Gunther right now because Roman didn't want to do it. Roman didn't want to feud with Gunther. That's out there now. And that my point to saying that is, if you're a top dog, the hell with what creative want, you figure it out.
Wait,
Roman did not want to feud with Gunther.
Can you double tap on that real quick? Because I hadn't heard that.
There's been some speculation that's come out that was one of the reasons why that Gunther moved to SmackDown, is that Roman didn't want to tangle with that. He had other things he wanted to conquer.
I think, but it's not personal to Gunther. I think
no. Right? It's not personal to Gunther. It's just that he had other things he wanted to do creatively, and he said, "I'm not doing the Gunther thing."
Nope.
And you know what they did? They took Gunther and they put him on SmackDown.
Because they have to elevate Gunther because of everything that they botched with his. So if Roman's like, I'm not fixing that. That was y'all's fault. Who's the other person that's going to fix it? It's got to be Cody.
And continue to not fix it.
Again, we're coming back to creative. we're coming directly back to creative.
My point with saying that is creatively they wanted Roman with Gunther. Roman said no. Roman said no.
So that's not a creative problem. That's Roman's stroke. Roman has
Cody got the same stroke.
They both got the same stroke.
You just said there's levels. There's levels.
But what I'm saying,
they both got the same stroke.
But my point in bringing up Gunther not getting Roman because Roman said no is what Cody wants on SmackDown. Cody can get. He is Triple H's champion. That's a fact, Billy.
No, he cannot. Okay. Do you really think Cody wanted Pat McAfee involved in his match at WrestleMania? Yes or no?
Oh, that was a TKO thing.
Exactly. But answer my question, Corey. Did he want?
He did not want Pat McAfee.
Exactly. So his choice probably got overwritten, not even by creative, by TKO.
Did he want Randy Orton?
Hang on. Do you think Roman Reigns?
Ticket sales factor.
But do you think Roman Reigns would have let that happen? Do you think he would have let Pat McAfee into his match with even though Punk was calling out McAfee? Do you think he would have? Can
I answer your question?
Yes, sir.
That's not about stroke. That is about not being a yes man. Cody is a yes man.
No, no. So
you're trying to tell me if Cody Rhodes straight up told them I'm not doing it, it would have happened? If Cody straight up said I'm not doing it, that Pat McAfee would not have been there.
I believe so.
Well, you know what? Okay, I'll let you have that one because of where they were. They already built that match, and it was a couple weeks out of WrestleMania.
Yes,
they couldn't threaten Cody. Serious, they couldn't threaten Cody and say, "I'm taking you out of the main event." Right? They already built it. They already promoted it. If Cody would have said no, I think they would have had to all right, no, you know what I'm saying? Because they already built Randy and Cody for a month and a half.
Cody's problem is he has literally step by step taken the John Cena handbook. John Cena will not say no.
That's not true either.
I've heard John Cena say that.
No.
If y'all give me something, I'm going to go.
John Cena had a lot of stroke. I'll tell you that right now. There is no Zack Ryder without John Cena. That's a fact. And I talked to Matt about it. There is no Zack Ryder getting over without John Cena pushing the hell out of him. That's John Cena having stroke. John Cena made his own call. And the only person that I'll give you the fact. The only person that pushed back on him, especially at WrestleMania time, was Shawn Michaels. That was the only one that pushed back on him. Any other time, John Cena got his way. John Cena made his calls. I want to face Big Show at WrestleMania. Got it. That was John Cena. Okay. Don't think John for 1 second.
Okay. I'm not saying John Cena don't have stroke. I'm saying John Cena portrays himself as I'm gonna say yes to whatever they give me.
Oh, he's a company guy. Don't get me wrong, but don't think that John Cena didn't make.
And that's what he. But no. I'm not saying he didn't. I'm saying he portrays himself as somebody who will do what the company tells him.
And he
is Cody's. He's Cody's mentor. He taught him that.
But see,
do what they tell you to do.
Sit here and say he don't got stroke is misguided because
I'm not saying he don't. Y'all are mistaken what I'm saying. I'm not saying he don't have stroke. I'm saying he won't use it.
That's fair.
Cody or John?
That's fair.
Okay.
That's fair.
I'm saying he won't use it.
Okay.
That's what I mean by that's what I mean.
That's
what I mean by he's a yes man. They tell me to do it, I'm gonna go do it. Whereas Roman, they tell me to do it, it don't make sense, I ain't doing it. Cody has the same stroke. Cody has the same stroke as Roman.
There are two different purposes between Roman and Cody. They've got to look at Cody or Roman right now as the future of the bloodline, right? How is this going to look for later? Because we talked about this last week and we've talked about this before. Both of their top two people, QB1 and Roman Reigns, they've both said this is their last contract.
Mm-hmm.
So they are potentially retiring within a year of each other.
No, they got multiple year deals though, so we got a couple
agreed.
years.
But that's what I'm saying. They're still going to be retiring within. It's not like they they both signed, I think I read like a 5-year deal, but they both signed last year. So we've got 4 to 5 years left.
And that's why when Sirius said with Oba, these guys are not believable or not on his level, that's why I said that's a problem.
Yep.
Because you did that. Not creative did that. Braun Breaker should absolutely, if not be on the level of Oba, he should be believable to compete with Oba.
I honestly think he is. I really think he is.
I think he is, but most people think like Sirius. If they see them two in the ring, it's like there's no way Braun can beat Oba.
And that's why they have to build this so that Braun can beat Oba, which makes it a relatively realistic long-term beef.
But see, the thing is, if you continue to have Vision shenanigans, it's always going to be the simple fact that, okay, Braun Breaker beats Oba, but with help from the Vision. It's the same play that CM Punk ran WrestleMania with Roman.
Serious. It's the same play. It's the same play. It's the same play they've been running since we were born.
Yeah, I mean that's the whole wrestling. That's the whole wrestling. Like what? And it didn't make Ric Flair less believable as a 16 time.
I'm a heel. I'm going to beat you. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean that's heelish behavior, and I think you got to keep Oba strong, but you got to make Braun believable. And it's how you work the match. But I want to tap on one thing, and then we got to get to these matches. I don't want to think that Cody is a yes man and just does everything that anybody tells him. I think it's more like him and Roman are two different kinds of top guys. Cody believes in Triple H and believes in the process. Roman has been there before. Roman has been there in the bulletproof vest and had him shoved down people's face as a baby face, and he's seen when he didn't say anything and when he let just creative or anybody dictate what he needs to do, it went bad for him. So he's that kind of guy that says, you know what? I'm going to do this the way I want to do. I'm going to take it in my hand. Cody's just the opposite. I don't want to think that Cody's a yes man, but I think Roman had got screwed, and you know this, Corey, by just not saying anything. And I think Cody's going through that.
Cody used his stroke one time, and that was to put the strap on Drew a couple months ago.
Okay.
Because he realized they're booing the hell out of me. And you know what happened? He put it on, he did it, and then they came right back to him and said, nope, we're putting it right back on you.
Yeah, we got to put it back on you because we're not going into.
But that's because of Drew, right?
What you mean?
No, I don't think you could have QP1 not.
Okay. I know we got to get to these matches, but we have yet to examine and dive deep into why they pulled the strap off for Drew McIntyre as quickly as they did. Because Stacey was one of the main ones that was screaming, put the strap on Drew, put the strap on Drew.
Absolutely.
They did it.
Well, but here's the problem, though. Here's what happened, Aaron. He's filming now his third movie in the last 7 months. He landed back-to-back roles in major movies. So they knew he was going to leave for Highlander. Mm-hmm. And then because of Highlander, they said, oh, wait, we have 2 more things we want you for. And they knew he was going to be out. And right after he signed his second movie contract, that's when they pulled the strap off him. So I don't think that was the intention that they were going to do it quickly. But I think Drew is like everybody else. Drew is like Seth Rollins. He's like, I need to see what my next category is going to be, and if I can make bank doing something that's not going to kick my butt and I'm running the risk of getting hurt, say less. Because now there's talks that if this Highlander does well, they're looking at him as a possible recurring role as the Highlander, and maybe even a storyline or a main eventer in a series.
Is it a movie or a series? It's a series, right?
Well, I think the Highlander that he did originally was a movie, but now he's doing 2 other movies.
Yep.
And he's in talks for all kinds of stuff. So I think for him, he was like, I got the title, great, but wait, I can do all this other stuff. And then when he's done, he can come back and they can pick it right back up. So I think that was probably mutually, not only WWE, but I think Drew was like, hold on. Mm-hmm. I mean, I got my next coming up, so maybe I need to step back a bit.
Yeah, you know who looks out for him for real in real life? Dwayne. Dwayne helped him. Dwayne helped him land these roles.
Yeah, for sure.
And big up to him. So,
because I mean, we need him back. We need him back on SmackDown. He really is missed, and that's one of the reasons why we keep throwing CM Punk's name when he comes back eventually. Because again, it goes back with everything else. We've got nothing for Cody to do. I mean, we're going into this triple threat, and like we needed Gunther. That's why they moved him to SmackDown.
If I'm Drew, I'm looking at the landscape and I'm like, yeah, I hope y'all struggled for the way y'all kept doing me over the years. I ain't coming back.
For real. For real.
Good for
him. He says, I'm building my next and I kind of don't have to come back.
Yep.
Batista made it.
Yep.
But Batista.
You don't look healthy.
He's lost too much weight.
He's old. He's not young, but
he's old too. But I could see Drew going in that vein and just being like, "Hey, you know what? Here are my people. I can go in this way and not even have to worry about it, and just quietly go away."
Absolutely. But let's get to this Night of Champions. I think it's an interesting card. I really quickly, are you guys surprised that they went from 5 to 6 matches on this card, even though they're in Riyadh?
I'm not surprised. It just tells me that one match at least is going to be a squash.
Okay, that's possible. Stacey, you're on mute. You're on mute, boo. But
Stacey, you're talking on mute.
Huh? You're on mute.
I'm talking on mute. I'm going off. I was like, why am I talking? They had to, because I talked about this before. They have to make this big because this is their tester for Mania. So this wasn't gonna. They weren't gonna let this be a baby PLE at all.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't. Because Riyadh's not paying for that.
Yeah. I mean, every match but one is a championship match. So not all of the big matches, but every, not championship, but I mean, it's for some type of,
there's stakes. There's stakes.
Yeah, right. So let's get right to it since we're talking about Corey Rhodes. Corey Rhodes. Yeah, shout out to Danhausen. He's absolute magic. If you didn't read my article about the rise of Danhausen on our website, executivesview.com, please go and read that. Shameless plug. But the Undisputed Championship, Corey Rhodes versus Gunther and Sami Zayn. Saudi Arabia's own Sami Zayn. I'm sure he's going to come out there and he's going to be...
Hi, Baron.
I'm trying to keep it together. But Cody Rhodes versus Gunther and Sami Zayn. Stacey's preoccupied, so I'll go to serious. Who do you got? Who do you got, brother?
This match it's weird, man. Like you got so many different personalities, so many different I think Gunther wins it.
Okay.
To be honest with you. But I said this earlier, but just for the sheer craziness, I kind of hope Sammy does. Just for the sheer craziness, because of what can potentially ensue afterwards. Whether Sammy gets Obafemi or Jey Uso at SummerSlam, Gunther gets Jey Uso or Obafemi. I don't think Cody and Jay is going to run it back, so I don't see a world where Cody retains. But I said that for Clash in Italy, and Cody won. So I'm gonna pick Gunther to win it. I think he chokes out Sammy or something like that, but I think Gunther wins it.
Stace, who you got?
I mean, there's nowhere in my world that I see Sami Zayn's winning because he can't. He is not a SummerSlam main eventer. He's just not. And I love it. I love the idea, series that would cause chaos because it really would. Like the proverbial would hit the fan. Mm-hmm. I mean, unless they're trying to do something at Saturday Night Main Event where he turns around and drops it, I could see that scenario. I mean, that way he has the strap and then he loses it. But I can't see him going into SummerSlam with it. So that's an option that he. For some reason, Gunther and Cody go at it so hard that Sammy takes advantage and takes a strap. I could see a world where that makes sense and then turns around and drops it at main event because they've got a Madison Square Garden that they're looking at. And that's a couple weeks away. Is it a week? Is it a week or 2 weeks? I don't even know. It's super close. 2 weeks.
It's in July. It's in July.
Yeah.
I mean, July is next week.
I mean, they have to set that up, because then that's going to take us into SummerSlam. So if we're going to see another change, I can see that happening. But I think Gunther wins, because I can't. They've got to do something to give Cody a little more resistance, and him carrying it into SummerSlam just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, true.
Correct, Corey. Go ahead.
Cody gonna beat Sammy. They've mentioned Jay challenging Cody way too many times. They have not talked about any other person fighting for that title except for Cody. Now, I will say this. I talked myself into it along with listening to Sirius. I would love to see Sammy walk out with the title. There's a story for Jay and Sammy that could actually be a SummerSlam match. You keep saying main event. You keep saying main event. That title is not main event either night. Mm-hmm. No matter who has it, that title's not main event. Brock's main event in night one.
No, I'm talking about Saturday night main event in July.
No. You said Sammy's not a SummerSlam main event, and you're right.
Yeah.
But that title's not main event in SummerSlam. No matter who has it, it's not a main event match.
Pretty much.
So why not put it on Sammy and let Sammy and Jay run it at SummerSlam? There's a story there. But I mean, I got Cody winning, and I think they put Sammy in the match so Sammy can eat the pin. Gunther's not walking. Gunther's not walking out champion. He's gonna be made to look strong, and he's not gonna take the
what
loss.
happened at Clash in Italy. You don't think they about face and throw the strap on Gunther?
They haven't. I say that simply because all they've talked about is Jay versus Cody. They have literally told you the match without legitimately just saying this is the match. They've told us the match.
I mean, case can be made. Okay, case can be made that Obafemi loses to Jey Uso because Brock Lesnar interferes, right? Because to your point, all Oba's been talking about is F5s, Brock Lesnar. So are we to believe that Jey Uso is going to run it back with his boy?
He straight up said, I'm winning and I'm facing Cody Rhodes for the title. He said that. And he said it multiple times.
I mean, to be honest with you, so has Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn said what?
He's going to face Jey Uso for the strap. He said it Monday.
They just said they're running last week about that.
What's Sammy supposed to say? I'm going to lose? It matters more what Jay. It matters more what Jay said, because Jay keeps saying I'm going to win and I'm going to face Cody. When Oba said it, Oba said I'm going to win and then I could face the undisputed champion or I could face the world champion. He ain't say no names. Jey Uso has constantly said I'm winning and I'm facing Cody.
Because Cody, he can't in good conscience say I'm a win and face my cousin.
He can in good conscience say I'm going to win and face whoever has the undisputed championship.
We're not dummies here. Like, we know the two champions.
No. But you're not hearing what I'm saying. If he says I'm going to win and then I'm going to challenge for the undisputed championship, that's different than saying I'm going to win and I'm going to face Cody Rhodes.
Because
it's the same premise. It's the same premise, but you change the wording. But so now it's like, okay, whoever has the strap, he facing. Right now, he keeps saying it's the same thing with Oba. Oba keeps talking about Brock Lesnar. Mm-hmm. He's not talking about Brock Lesnar for no reason.
I mean,
he's gonna face Brock Lesnar.
Nah.
Jay's not saying Cody's name for no reason.
Because he's not gonna face he's not gonna face his cousin.
But he's not gonna face Cody Rhodes either.
If Cody don't have a title,
he's gonna face whoever got that title.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Say that. Say I'm gonna face whoever the undisputed champion is. Because when you keep saying Cody, to me that's a spoiler. It's a spoiler.
It's a prediction.
they don't say anything. And I said this weeks ago on this show. Roman looked Jay dead in the face. This started it. He looked Jay dead in the face and said, "Go win the King of the Ring. Go face Cody." And it's been ever since that night, Cody. They're not doing that for no reason. Just like I told y'all when the brackets came out, Roman didn't tell him to go win the King of the Ring on camera for no reason. They don't do stuff for no reason. Mm-hmm. So Cody's coming out and he's beating Sammy to do it. They put Sammy there literally to take the pin so Gunther don't look bad. Because they've already made Gunther look terrible. He's 0 for 3 against Cody.
And let Gunther and Jey Uso run it back like they did at Mania.
Nobody's excited.
Nobody wants to see that.
Nobody wants to see
mean, true, but
I'd rather see Cody and Jey.
And let's put it like this: Gunther's in this spot because of him and creative. Okay, so you built him as this one character. Brock said, "I'm not retiring because of Gunther, so I'm not facing him." Roman said, "I'm not facing him." Now he's just stuck in no man's land.
He really is.
The plan was never for them to put the strap on Gunther. He wasn't even supposed to be there. He's supposed to be feuding over here with Brock
Rey
Lesnar.
Mysterio said, "You're not going to retire me either." So everybody they wanted to do the storyline.
Man got healed immediately.
Nope.
Yeah, he got killed immediately.
They put him in a bad spot.
Yeah, and I feel like that's not creative's fault. I think the talent pushed back.
Talent pushed back.
I'm not doing it.
Sure.
I say creator's fault because Gunther didn't go out there and say, "I want to be retiring everybody." They gave that to him.
No, they gave that to him, but then the talent's like, well, F you, I ain't doing it.
Yeah, I ain't doing it. Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, listen, I honestly feel like I think Cody probably walks out of there, but I really want Sammy to win. Not because I like him, not because I want him to finish his story or anything like that, because I just think it would be, like you guys said, it'd just be chaos. I would love
He's the last real one, bro.
He's the last real one. He weaseled his way into this match, and he walks out with the title. It's such heelish behavior.
The way I will be smiling when we come on the after show if Sami Zayn walks out champion. If Sammy walks out champion. First of all, I'm going to tell y'all right now, I'm going to be smiling for the chaos, but I ain't going to lie to y'all. I'm going to kill Cody. I just want y'all to know. I'm going to kill Cody.
I mean,
maybe Cody gets it back
if Sammy wins the strap, I need Trav Wicked Better in the building.
I know. Yeah, he's been MIA, so I can't bank on that, but I would love to see it. Let's talk about it real quick. Opa Femi, Jey Uso. I think the consensus is that Jey Uso is walking out of here with the crown. There'll be some type of shenanigans involved. I don't think it'll be a clean win. I'm actually curious to see how they play this match out. If it starts to be an Opa Femi squash, if Jay does have the momentum and then the shenanigans start. I mean, serious. What do you think?
I'm not gonna come up with this idea by myself. I'm gonna take a pace from what Corey said last week. If there's gonna be a squash, this is it. And I think Obafemi gets roughed up before the match even starts, and all Jay has to do is pin him, frog splash, 1, 2, 3, get out of there. Because I mean, we got 6 matches on this card. I want to see EO and Liv tell a wonderful story. Trick and Ricky Saints got history from NXT. They've been pimping. They've been teasing Jade Cargill and Tiffany Stratton. I think there's some shenanigans. I think there's some shenanigans that's going to happen there, and then obviously Seth and Braun got to finish their thing. So I say I have to say this: if there's going to be a 5-minute, 6-minute match, this is going to be it right here. I think Jey Uso wins it, and I think this sets up Oba versus Brock at SummerSlam.
Stacey, what do you got?
I mean, I think that, I mean, I agree. It doesn't make sense to have Oba win this just because where do they go from here? Wait, hold on, my dogs are about to start yelling, so maybe go to Corey and come back.
Corey, what do you got?
I think the consensus is going to be Jay's going to win. I think they're making a mistake putting this on ESPN because you want to put something on ESPN that's going to make casual fans want to pay for it. Seeing Oba get beat in 5 minutes because of interference ain't going. You should be putting Braun and Seth on ESPN. Give me an exciting match to make people be like, I want to see this card. I think Jay wins. I think it's because of Brock. But man, what if Oba wins? Because none of us are expecting it now. We've all talked ourselves into Jay. What if they say screw it and put just give it to Oba?
I really think that's a mistake.
That is a mistake because we don't know where to go from. I mean, we obviously go to Oba Roman, but then where does that leave Brock?
Right.
But I do not. I do not think Brock's going to fly all the way to Saudi to make a 2-minute appearance.
Or will he?
Money will he?
Maybe. Yeah, I mean, money does talk, and we know Brock about that bread.
He didn't stay in that running. He didn't stay in that rumble very long, did he, Corey?
Man, get me out of here. Throw me out.
I don't know, y'all. I have maybe a and I know what happened on Monday Night Raw, and I know we're talking Brock Oba. There's a reason why this is Jay Oba. What if the shenanigans isn't Brock? What if the shenanigans is Jacob Fatu? What if the shenanigans goes deeper in the bloodline? What if we have something happen like that just to give us sprinkling something different? Because, y'all, we've been building Jacob Fatu now for 3 weeks as a monster. We have been building him as a monster, as a diabolical, full-on shenanigans heel monster. Isn't that a wasted opportunity if you've got Jay and Oba beefing to sprinkle in a little bit of Jacob nonsense?
I mean,
he beat up at LA Knight, so I think you got a little monster. And listen, Roman said he's got to do this on his own.
Well, hold on, though.
Yes, he did.
But
also, he's not going to let Jay fail if he's telling Jay he has to do it. If Roman's seeing him faltering or sees that there's no way, why wouldn't he sprinkle a little shenanigans in to make sure Jay wins? I mean, I'm just saying to me, that's a viable option.
But because he don't want to help his ass.
but, and I seen Trav say this on his post, and he's right. Jacob literally does whatever Roman says. There's no questions. He just does it.
I think the process.
Yep. I think the only thing that makes sense, and it also helps Oba look strong, it's got to be interference from the bloodline and then Brock. Jacob's got to do something, and it doesn't work, and then Brock.
Okay.
Or vice versa. I mean, this could flim flam, and it ends up being that then we look at Jacob versus Breaker. I mean, we don't know. There's some sort of shenanigan that's going to happen that I think the reality is they've got to do something big because, again, we've got main event and SummerSlam coming up. And right now, do we see a clear picture on SummerSlam? We don't. And we're about 7 weeks out. And we're not selling enough tickets. So this is an opportunity that they could do some big type of shenanigans to throw in some great storylines because we're going to want to see Jacob at SummerSlam. We're going to want to see Brock at SummerSlam. We're going to want to see Oba at SummerSlam. There are so many components. I mean, y'all, if y'all think about it, we have the biggest names going into this baby PLE. There's a reason why. We talk about the road to WrestleMania. I feel like that this PLE is the road to SummerSlam.
This is an elimination chamber.
Whatever you do with Jacob, you cannot let it be. You can same thing I said with Roman. You cannot let Jacob go anywhere near Oba. You need Jacob to be a monster. Jacob cannot lose. Jacob cannot look weak. So you cannot put him near Oba Femi matchup wise, storyline. Like if he interferes to help Jay, that's different. But you cannot put him in a position where he has to face somebody like Oba because they both need to look like monsters. Jacob needs to look like if Roman says Jacob do it, it needs to be crash out Jacob like we've been seeing on Monday Night Raw at all times. Because they found a way in literally 24 hours from making him look weak by losing the way he did to making him that's what I'm talking about with WWE. Right. They have already made you forget that Roman beat this man twice clean.
Right. And we were talking about this in May, that it wasn't necessarily a believable storyline that Jacob could beat Roman. Now Jacob is cleaning house. So why not capitalize on that? Right. I mean, we have two paths right now with Oba just because of this PLE. We could go Oba Jacob SummerSlam. We could go Oba Braun Breaker SummerSlam. Or the other factor that could be in is we haven't talked about it yet. We could see the return of Bronson Reed this weekend. And have shenanigans that way.
Any one of those three.
I'm gonna tell y'all why. Matter of fact, when we get to Seth Braun, I'll tell y'all why you not.
Let's get to it right now. Go ahead, go.
Yeah, let's go.
Seth's not losing because I've said it for weeks, and now it's even clearer to me that the plan is Seth Roman
Yeah,
SummerSlam.
for me, that's SummerSlam.
It's even more clear. It's even more clear now that it's Seth Roman at SummerSlam. So Seth is going to win this match. Mm-hmm. I do not think you see Bronson until you see Braun in a match at maybe SummerSlam or Saturday Night's Main Event where he's in trouble, and then Bronson comes for the save. But Seth's walking out of this as the winner because he's gonna face Roman. That's the match they wanted. We all thought they got cute by putting him out of the King of the Ring, and they found a way to get it right back.
And I think
as simple as that.
Okay.
I think there's some type of number one contender match once Seth goes over to get to maybe a Saturday main event. I think there should be. Just
should be and is two different things.
It.
Because
number one contender.
You kind of do.
I think you do. I think you do it at the Garden to sell tickets for Saturday Night Main Event and push you into SummerSlam. I think you put a number one contender match at Saturday Night Main Event.
Can I say something about Saturday Night Main Event in the Garden? We're talking about it way too much. That card's going to be a disappointment. I'm not in the Garden. I'm telling you, they're not going to go all out like we think they are for that card.
Okay.
You might get one big time matchup. The number one contender match. Pretty much Seth has already called a shot. I'm beating Braun. I'm getting the title match at SummerSlam. He has literally said that.
Well, he said that in his off-screen promo. Yeah, absolutely.
This is the number one contender match. Because if Braun wins, Braun can say the same thing. Hey, I beat Seth. Who else at the top of the mountain that deserves a title shot other than Seth? And I beat him, so it's my spot.
I feel like there's going to be some kind of Seth Rollins LA Knight at Saturday Night Main Event, and the winner goes on the.
Oh God, please no!
No, because LA Knight's been putting his he's been in bloodline business, so he's gonna, that's what I think, and that
maybe you give
him Jimmy Uso. Don't waste that.
Or it's the Garden. Y'all want it to be big. Put him with Roman at Saturday Night's Main Event for the title. Just give LA Knight the title shot.
Oh, LA Knight?
You will come on here and crash all the way out.
We know we're not going to win. No, because we know we're not going to win. Get it out the way.
All right, fine.
Just get it out the way.
That's fine. That's fair.
Because I honestly believe we're making a bigger deal out of it being in the Garden than they're going to make out of it. Because WWE in the Garden, to them, sells itself.
Yeah, but it's the Garden, so it's not.
That's what I'm saying. To them, it sells itself.
What we're talking about is the last big thing between now and SummerSlam.
But it's not.
So they have to, because they have to lay the groundwork.
That's what Saturday's for. Saturday Night's Main Event is not as big as we always try to make it out to be. Everyone they've had has been trash, except for John Cena's last night, and that's because John Cena got all the NXT talent on there. Every Saturday Night's Main Event since they started bringing it back, it's been garbage. That's not going to change. This is not the first one. This is not the first one since they've been doing it that's been in the Garden. And I challenge you, go look up the last card that was in the Garden. I heard somebody talking about it. It was a couple years ago, but the card was trash.
All right. Well,
we make a bigger deal out of it than they do.
Well, this is if you're trying to sell a 2-night SummerSlam, I think you have to make this a big one. So, Sirius, what do you got for me, bro?
I honestly think that Braun Breaker wins this. I want Seth.
Would you like to put
I think
a
it
wager
means
on this?
more to Braun Breaker to
would you like to put a wager?
Would you like to put a wager on this? Because this is I haven't been this sure about something since I said Cody was walking in as champion.
You wrong.
This is a done deal. Seth is winning this match.
Seth can lose this match and still win the number one contendership nonsense that you're mentioning and get to Roman.
Okay.
There's no reason as to why Seth needs to win this match to get to Roman. Why
would he lose to Braun to get to Roman?
Huh?
But what sense does it make to have him lose to Braun?
I'm going to use your favorite sentence, your favorite sentence. If he loses, it's not believable.
But can I add something about contendership? But can I add something to this?
Of course.
I kind of I feel like if we're eventually getting to Braun Oba, Braun has
We're
to
not.
win this.
We're not getting the Braun Oba. I don't even know why we're discussing that right now. Braun's not seeing Oba until after Brock.
Mania season, man. That we're not getting over until Mania. Brock over.
Mania season. We're talking about Oba Roman.
Not if Dwayne comes back.
Yeah,
Again, you keep mentioning Dwayne. Dwayne ain't sniffed the WWE. No, he ain't coming now.
Okay. Saudi got that FU money.
They do. They really do. They really do.
Can I make the case on that? I think TKO understands that Saudi may want it, but if they can build a more compelling case for another main event that makes more sense, and I think that's why we're going through all the stuff we're going through now, is they're trying to figure out what to do with him so that it isn't Roman Rock. If they can make Roman Oba bigger.
Stacey, there's nothing you can do, and I understand Oba's next. Oba could literally be the next Hulk Hogan of the wrestling business. I get that. There's nothing you can do between now and Mania that will make Oba Roman bigger than Rock Roman. It's just not. The bloodline is the greatest WWE story ever told.
It has become, the lore is solid, for real. The lore is solid.
Well, what bigger match than having the man who literally was the first biggest megastar from that bloodline facing the tribal chief? And it's a match we should have got for the past 3-4 years.
Unless he's physically unable or is committed to something else.
Man, he in Hollywood, he lost a little weight. All he needs is a couple pills. He'll be back to 280. Jack, bring him back. Give him a couple pills.
Stop the cap. We don't do that. He's all natural.
Y'all motherfuckers high. I'm sorry. I cursed.
Yeah, all right. You better be sorry. Listen, I think Seth goes over. I think Seth is at it.
I got the answer to your question though, Corey.
What's the answer to what question? What
the last time Saturday Night's Main Event was in the Garden was in 2007.
And read that trash card.
Batista and Kane defeated Finlay and the Great Khali. John Cena defeated Carlito. Evander Holyfield versus Matt Hardy ended in a no contest. CM Punk and the Boogeyman defeated John Morrison and Big Daddy V.
Wow.
They don't give a damn about the Garden. They just don't.
That was 20 years ago. Stop.
Hey, hold on.
In the Garden.
Who was in charge in 2007? The one man in wrestling that should absolutely care about the Garden.
That was the man that should not be named.
Exactly. The one man that's the house he built. And if he don't give a damn, what make you think Triple H
it's different than it is now. I think Peacock is trying to get the investment. This is the one thing they got.
Yeah, like Saturday Night Main Event was on over-the-air TV. It wasn't as big of a deal.
That's right. It was just on TV
for streaming. So listen
to me when I say this. I guarantee the Wednesday before Saturday Night's Main Event, we're gonna come on here and we're all gonna be like, we're just gonna predict these stupid matches and nobody really cares.
That's funny.
I get it. Okay. Io Sky, Liv Morgan, Stacey. I'll let you go. Ladies first. Ladies first.
I mean, I think it's gonna be a great match. I think it will be really good match. I think that it will be solid. I think that I mean, I know Siri said this earlier. She's annoying because they need her to be. Because if we absolutely hate her, because there was, again, we were teetering on it. People were loving to hate her, and they don't want that. So why not have the most hated villain right now against one of the most beloved, right? I mean, that's kind of the point. Obviously, Corey thinks there's some sort of shenanigans that are going to happen. But I think it'll be a good match. I mean, I think it'll be a good match.
Who winning?
I don't care.
Serious. You crashing out Saturday night, I promise you.
Get your girl.
Because I know who winning.
Who's winning?
Who's winning, Corey?
Not Rhea.
Liv winning.
She has to. We said that it was the year of Liv. We said it was the year of Liv back in December, that this was going to be the year of Liv. It makes too much sense for her to do it.
I see no world where Liv loses this match. I see no world where Liv loses this match.
I think Roxy or Big Mommy Cool cost her the match.
I think they cost her at SummerSlam.
I don't
Agreed.
want Liv to win this match. I want
And that's why she gonna win.
Yep.
Io Sky should be holding this belt, not Liv. I'm sorry. Io Sky is arguably the best female wrestler.
So we run this back for round 2. So Io Sky wins it, then challenges Liv Morgan again at SummerSlam.
This is exactly what I was about to say, Sirius. This match should be at SummerSlam. Why are we messing around having this as a Queen of the Ring final? This should be at SummerSlam.
Because we've been seeing all kinds of things this year that we thought should be one place and somewhere else.
Can I just make y'all acknowledge something? First of all, Io Sky, one of the greatest wrestlers, pound for pound, gender-wise, she's probably the best wrestler in the business. Her character ain't crap without being on Rhea Ripley's side.
For real. She has no love right now. I mean, people are not
people are indifferent.
I agree, Corey. We all acknowledge how much we love her. And when she comes out, people are excited to see her, right? In the moment, people are like, we're cheering for her, we love her. However, there's not enough love or heat on her that people are like, oh my gosh, this is going to be an amazing match.
Question.
One of those where you're like, oh, it's going to be good.
Hold on, Sirius.
Like, oh my God, what's going on with Io?
Question for you, Sirius. Are you more excited to see Io or are you more irritated to see Liv? That question goes to all three of y'all.
I'm more irritated to see Liv.
My point. What about you, Villain?
I want to see Io.
You a lie. You more irritated with Liv. You just want to be different.
No, I'm not. I mean, I am very, very, very irritated with Liv, and I'm very, very over the Judgment Day storyline. But I really, really, really want Io to be over and be the champ because she deserves it. But
that's my point, though, Villain.
Stephanie's coming back. Stephanie's coming back at some point. That's what we want.
Yeah, but here's my point with that. And again, I don't want to, really side with Corey here, but he makes sense. Like Io Sky, the thing that made her decent was the whole Kabuki Warrior story thing, and this, that, and the third. And then she jumped on thing with Rhea, and their best friend and their friendship blossomed and turned into what it is. But over the past, I say 2.5, almost 3 years, unless she held the strap or was involved in a storyline with Rhea Ripley or Bianca Belair or Asuka and the Kabuki Warriors or whatever the case may be, like, she has no direction. She's just aimlessly just there. Again, the chick can go, but she's just aimlessly there.
And whose fault is that, though?
It doesn't matter whose fault it is. It always goes back to the creative, but it doesn't matter. Like, here's the other thing I will say, and I love Io. Y'all know I love her, but I agree, Sirius, and I agree, Corey. The reality is, you get your time to shine, and we take it back to Chelsea Green, right?
Yep.
Io is loved, but Io is not followed, and there's a difference. When she comes out, you're like, oh my gosh, I love her. I love to watch her. We're not selling merch. We're not seeing Io Sky signs. There is not a chanting love of Io. We love her, but we're not invested in love for her.
We didn't write an article about her.
Yep. It's a problem. It's a problem. We can love her, and I guess I would kind of equate this to Bayley. We can love her, but without having a reason to love her even more because we hate the person she's beefing with or the storyline makes sense, we can love her and not miss not seeing her. And that's problematic for Io because you're right, Sirius. Without having the Kabuki Warriors or without having controversial Corey, a beef with Rhea, or her feuding with somebody that we absolutely are invested in the feud, we love her when we see her, but we're not like, oh my gosh, I haven't seen Io in a few weeks.
What if this is the thing that they use to kind of get us back? Because again, hating Liv Morgan works.
It does.
So what if, again, Io Sky wins and then we run it back at SummerSlam?
That doesn't do anything to make you hate Liv more.
Or love Io.
But now it's not about hating Liv more. It's about loving. It's about giving Io something to do.
Yeah, they have to give her more because the thing is it's. And I'll say this: it happened in Memphis because we talked about it. We had the promo with Stephanie, with Liv and Dom, and it was teeter. People came back and they were like, "Oh, that was mean," right? She booed, Liv Boohoo cried, and Dom did the translation, right? It didn't go the way they wanted it to go. They wanted all of us to love Stephanie even more and hate Liv even more, and it didn't go that way, right? So they had to clean all that up, and now Stephanie's gone, and now people really finally hate Liv, which is what they wanted to do. They almost had a flip at that point. Y'all remember that because we talked about that. We're like, ooh, people were like pissed. They were mad about Stephanie. Mm-hmm. So they have to continue to solidify Liv because they are going to bring Stephanie back.
Hold on, I do got one question. I got one question, and Stacey, you probably have the answer because you follow this more than me. I know they were scrambling, but are we 100% sure Rhea's out for SummerSlam?
I don't know.
They haven't. So I've been following it every day and trying to find it. And since the initial reports that they thought that she could miss SummerSlam, we're hearing nothing. Like they are intentionally, there are not buzzings, there are not like rumors. Which is really weird because usually when you have a big star like this, you hear rumors and I see all these videos and reels and people are going all in. It's been eerily silent. So I don't know if they're trying not to say anything because they're hoping she can come back. And so when she does come back, I mean, not like it wouldn't be the biggest comeback at SummerSlam, but I don't know if they're like protecting it. So I haven't. I mean, you can like search in Google and people will say, I think whatever. But usually when something like this happens, and Sirius, you know this, people will blow up with a million reels, right? Everybody has an opinion, all this rumor, all this stuff. And it's just been
radio
nothing. It's
weird.
Weird.
If EO goes over, I'm going to lean towards they think Rhea's going to be fine for SummerSlam.
So you're going to go Rhea, EO? And
that was their, in my opinion, that was their plan all along. And then Rhea got hurt.
I don't know. I don't know. I really feel like they want to run it back with Rhea and Jade at some point. And it was supposed to be at Night of Champions, and that put the kibosh on it. So I don't know where they're going with it. I really don't.
I mean, to be honest with you, I think Jade Cargill and Tiffany Stratton at this point is a step down for Jade.
Oh, it's a big step down.
I think they're building Charlotte. You guys said that last week. It's Charlotte, Jade, SummerSlam.
Jade is Charlotte at SummerSlam. Yeah,
it wasn't, absolutely. And it wasn't Jade's fault. This was supposed to be Jade and Mommy, and Mommy got hurt.
Yep.
There's no that's the clear cut.
Yeah.
I think Tiffany goes over because of Charlotte's shenanigans. I think Tiffany gets the win, Charlotte screws her, and then you get Jade and Charlotte at SummerSlam, which is what I thought was going to happen a couple weeks ago.
The strap.
Not for a strap. This isn't a strap, but this is the match that we want. And this match of Tiffany and Jade, which we can talk about right now really quickly, is nobody wants. Nobody wants this match. Nobody's asked for it. I won't
say nobody wants it. Nobody asked for it. You're right.
Nobody. Yeah.
They're when they were together and they were just starting out when Stratton had the championship, they had a hell of a feud. I thought
it was an outstanding feud. So the match will be good, Corey. I just think nobody asked, to your point.
But it serves a purpose because whatever you was going to do,
we're not invested. We like it, but we're not invested.
We're not invested, but you'll be invested at the end because it's going to lead to Charlotte Jade.
And that's exactly what I want because that's
which is what they would have did. Which is what they would have did in the Rhea match. Charlotte would have did something to cost her regardless. So you're running the same play. It's just without Rhea.
It's just with Tiffany in there without Mommy. So hopefully
we get Tiffany. Because a year ago Tiffany was a big deal, and now we're just using her as a catalyst for Jade to get into something bigger.
I think Tiffany. I think Tiffany fell off because everybody heard those comments and fell off on her. And it wasn't. And to her credit, she came out and she said, "It's not true. I'm going to be here. I'm not going nowhere." Yep. But it was too late.
They're building Tiffany Chelsea.
Yes. Mm-hmm. They're trying to get Chelsea into the tags. I mean, they killed her Hervis, right? We spent 2 years building the Hervis and then took her Hervis away. And Hervis would have been perfect for getting her into tags because apparently that's where you put all the mainliners for the women's division in the tags. So why not hook her and Tiffany together and then they're realistic as a heavy hitting tag?
But I feel like they're building it so that Tiffany can eventually turn on her and become a heel.
Yeah.
Tiffany's
Yeah,
a
but
heel.
they're going to let him run his
That's what I
tags
think is
first.
happening.
I think they'll
They
let
have
him
to
run his
be-
tags first, and then
Well, yeah, because you have to take the time to build it and make us
Yeah.
care.
Yeah, JC
Well,
Jane will take the
doing
belt
this
off of
basically-
Tiffany, and then they'll run the play.
Don't do that. No. JC Jane needs to get the main strap. I don't. JC Jane does not need to waste her time
There's
with the U.S. title.
Give me the pathway to JC Jane beating Jade Cargill, Rhea Ripley. I don't see the path.
The pathway is
Yeah,
that
it's a
she has. The only one there's no pathway for is Jade, because Jade got a squad. But for everybody else, she got a squad. The first night there, she destroyed all your favorites. They did not do that for no reason. To put her in a U.S. title picture?
I don't know if do you really want JC Jade? And listen, I love JC. Don't get me wrong.
I told
do
you.
you really
want
her with Rhea at SummerSlam? If that's your big,
No.
that's your
No. This is me talking about JC Jane is if Rhea's not there.
Okay.
If Rhea's there, I want EL Rhea. But if Rhea's not there, I need them to put the strap on JC Jane. The moment she walked in there, the only thing I can compare their first night to is the Nexus.
No, I agree with you. I totally agree.
That's it.
And
That's the one time. That's one of the times we can talk about your boy John Cena using his stroke. He killed them.
He did kill him.
Fix it now. You got this group.
That's not the one time he used his
No. I'm just saying that's one. Okay, that's one of the times.
One of the times, but he killed the Nexus. He absolutely killed the Nexus.
You had these girls come in and they destroyed everybody. Put all the gold on them, all of it.
But I don't think. Listen, to your point, if Rhea is healthy, it has to be EO.
Oh yeah.
That'll cook, and that's what you need, right? But JCJ, it's not a step down for her to be a U.S. champ. I think she can elevate that belt. I really do. Just like Becky 2 belts elevated the Continental belt.
Nobody on SmackDown can elevate the U.S. title. Nobody.
They don't give a damn about the U.S.
You're
title.
just saying JC Jane could go for the world title. You don't think she could elevate the U.S. title?
No, because there's not enough mid-carders for that title. We got Charlotte, we got Alexa, we got Jade, we got all these people
Jane
that
could feud with Tiffany for a while. Then she could feud with Charlotte. I mean,
bro, we just finished saying nobody gives a damn about Tiffany Stratton. We just finished saying that.
Yep, nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cared.
That's not true. She gets a pop.
These are main event. I want her with the main event. She came out there and she attacked all the main event players. I do not want her messing with the U.S. title.
Tiffany main event at WrestleMania. All right, listen.
Do you care about Tiffany?
Here's the thing I will say about Tiffany Stratton.
Wait, hold on.
I'm going to align her in the same category that I'm going to align you. You love her, you like her.
You don't give a damn about her outside. Care. If she's not there, you don't miss her.
When she comes out, you love her. We get a woo.
But you could say that for a lot of people. But pause. She's from Minnesota. She's going to be on the card.
Of course she is.
Why not put her on the card with JC Jane?
Wow.
That's a massive face pop in Minnesota. Okay. You don't
because you know why they don't do that? They don't make it a singles match. They put her in the tags with Tiffany and Charlotte.
That's where you capitalize and get JC Jane more heel heat by giving Tiffany the hometown treatment. And she takes the L in her hometown. Like, why don't you run
Chad Gable's from Minnesota too. And you see what they just did. He's going to be on the card. He's going to be on the card, but they did exactly what I told y'all they was going to do. They put his ass right back with Alpha Academy, and that's the storyline. Now you got Maxine.
That's not the story.
That's not the story, bro.
He's going for the Intercontinental strap. He's going to take it off of Penta.
By the time he gets there, he will be involved with Alpha Academy because of what Maxine did. Maxine didn't do that for no reason, man. They don't do stuff for no reason. That happened for a reason.
This is the guy that talks about how bad creative is all the time. Now you're saying creative don't do nothing for no reason.
No.
Wait, okay.
I've been saying that though.
Okay. Serious. Who wins, Jade or Tiffy? Tiffy time. It's Tiffy time.
I think Tiffy wins it.
Stacy, who wins?
Jade.
Who wins?
Jade.
Ooh.
By DQ, right?
No, I think Jay taking that strap off of him.
No, I don't think she's taking this strap. No, Tiffy wins. I think Charlotte cost her.
No, you know what? I forgot all about Charlotte. Tiffany winning because of Charlotte. My bad. I forgot all about Charlotte.
And then the last US title match, because Corey, we can go on all day about this, and I definitely want to save this for another show where we got 7 weeks to build up to this. I want to get back to this. I might need you to blog or do a video on this, Corey. Get in there. But we got Mr. Trick Williams. Shout out to Trick. You're getting married in Jamaica to the lovely Lash Legend.
I forgot he was even on the card.
So did I. I don't care about the match.
I almost forgot too. That's why I had the card next to me. But listen, the best thing he did was marry Lash Legend.
Lash Legend.
That was a hell of a setup, and it got covered by People Magazine. So shout out to them. So fresh off of that, fresh off his honeymoon, probably in Jamaica, you got Trick, Mr. Lemon Pep, Trick Willie going up against Ricky Saints. What do you got, Corey?
This is the same Ricky Saints to beat over. Oh,
Yep.
my bad. Trick Williams.
Yeah.
That one.
There you go, Corey. I was going the same way. I was like, really?
Yeah,
Nobody
what do you
gives
got,
a damn.
Stace? What do you got, Stace?
I mean, agree with Corey, and I don't care. I mean, I hate this. I'm gonna say this. I hate this for Trick Williams because we're building him up, and he's got a great following, and this is an NXT match. If you can't let Trick touch Carmelo, why is he touching Ricky Saints? We don't get Carmelo and Trick Williams, but we get Ricky Saints and Trick.
Gets involved here.
Melo gets in.
Because
Melo
when I
gets
tell
involved.
you, this match makes me mad. I don't care except for it makes me mad because of Camilla Hayes, and it's not right. We should not be seeing this.
Whoa. That's serious. What you saying?
That's the point. You're mad now because now you really want Carmelo
No,
Hayes.
I don't care. I don't care. And I said that when I started at the beginning. I don't care because I don't care about Ricky Saints.
Carmelo Hayes is going to get his first PLE big match. It's going to be against Trick Williams.
We're going to get Melo.
Because when have we seen Carmelo Hayes at a PLE since?
I haven't. I don't think we've ever seen Carmelo Hayes at a PLE.
Except for at Royal Rumble. But Ricky Saints gets a PLE? Wait a minute. We don't have a problem with that?
We do. I love it.
I got a problem with it, but again,
I love it because that makes me want Carmelo to get this so bad. It's only fair. Like that's like finishing the story type stuff, but not finishing the story.
No, it's not.
Like, yes, it is.
You're leaving me hanging, controversial, Corey. What should you be saying about this right now?
He doesn't care.
It's trash.
I think the whole story is trash.
Thank you, Corey.
You just started watching SmackDown 2 weeks ago. What do you know?
This is a SmackDown match.
Ricky Saints.
This is not a PLE match. This is a SmackDown match. This should be Carmelo and Trish. It's a SmackDown match.
No, it's not. It's because it's Night of Champions, and you need
a Minnesota.
It's a championship.
This is not champions.
Hold on. I will say this. Sirius said at the beginning, when looking at the card, he didn't think there was a popcorn match. And you saved it for last because I feel like this is the popcorn match.
Bingo.
Second,
and that's a disservice to Trick.
And you'll be dead wrong because these two are gonna go.
Wait till we talk on Saturday.
Ricky Saints can go and Trick Williams can go. You can go get your popcorn if you want.
Hold on. This is the issue I have with y'all because y'all constantly neglect to take this into account. Being able to go is only half of the equation. I got to care to actually watch you go. Okay, I don't care.
If you don't care, I still don't care.
And you're the one that missed the mass versus mass match because you don't care, but you missed the best match of the year.
That's amazing.
Okay.
And hold on. There's no hole in my heart for missing that match.
And that's your problem, Corey. That you're a hater. I'm a villain, but you're a hater. I'm the player. You must be the hater. So that's it. I don't understand.
Serious.
This match is building towards
SummerSlam. If this gets me to what Sirius said, it gets me a SummerSlam. That's the only way the ending of this match.
Carmelo is gonna get his pound of flesh. He's gonna get to SummerSlam. Everybody is waiting for him to get this kind of bump, and I love the fact that it's Ricky before him because if I feel like Carmelo and Trick can be a bigger PLE match than you guys think it is, and I Carmelo and Trick.
That's the match we want. We're not saying that can't be a big match. That's the match we want.
You don't waste that at Night of Champions. You do that.
I'm not saying wasted. I'm saying I could care less about this match.
I'm gonna get my lemon pepper steppers. I'm gonna get my lemon pepper wings, and I'm gonna.
You know what? This further proves my point about how good the WWE is. Ricky Saints is in this match, and nobody gives a damn, but he beat Obafemi.
That's right.
Anyway, thank you so much, people. I appreciate you. You pissed me off for the last time, so I'm ending the show on abruptly. I had enough of you, except for Stacy, but now Stacy got me mad. Don't call me tomorrow. Listen, I love y'all. I love you. I love y'all. We
got business tomorrow.
We do got business tomorrow. Yo, shout out to everybody that's rocking with us. I appreciate you guys watching the show. We are excited for Night of Champions, the whole card, nothing but the card, even the matches that are popcorn matches that Corey doesn't like and doesn't care about and doesn't want to watch. But listen, I appreciate y'all. Corey, give us a plug, give us a close, and get us on out of here, my guy.
Y'all know what it is. See the show, like the show, share the show. Tune in every week. We going to keep giving y'all this business. Hey, I appreciate y'all for tuning in on Monday to the 49ers show. We appreciate your love. I'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Bang, bang. That his show is so good, man. Him and Larry do such a great job. I don't know if y'all ever. Yeah, I know people watching it, so you're doing yourself a disservice. Go watch the 49ers show. They got Forever Niner, Forever Faithful Nation. They do a great job over there, and you can get your 49er merch at Shop 49ers if you click the link at our website. Go do that. Stacy, give us a plug and a close as we get on out of here, my queen.
Yeah, I mean, high stakes, y'all. We talked about everything that's invested in this PLE this weekend. I mean, there couldn't be any bigger, higher stakes than this setting us up for the road to SummerSlam, right? So we know how important this weekend is. Can't wait to get back together after the PLE for our hard truth. So we break down everything we talked about that tonight and what it looks like for us after the fact on what happens Saturday and the hard truths of what that makes to us for the weekend going into main event, Saturday night main event and SummerSlam. So can't wait. See y'all Saturday right after PLE.
All right. Thank you, Stacey. I appreciate you. Serious, my guy, my brother, man. You know what to do.
Yeah, Laura, man. It's your boy Serious repping that 412 and the 703, man. Such a privilege and pleasure doing this show with these knuckleheads on tonight, man. As they already alluded to, we'll be back in the building on Saturday doing the live reaction show, talking about all the stuff that I predicted correctly to transpire. Let's go, Sami Zayn, get the strap. That's all I need. That's all I need, man. That's all I need, man. I need Crash Out Corey in full effect. That's gonna be fun. The website is on and popping, man. Shout out to everybody who's been rocking with us, man. Going and buying the merchandise and everything, man. The blog is coming hot and heavy. We got so many other things coming down the pipe, man. Cannot wait to, reveal all the different stuff we got going on, man. Shout out to everybody who's been doing that. Sports wise, man, the Steelers show is coming on Monday, man. We're gonna be me and my dad gonna be in here talking everything Pittsburgh Steelers, man. Get your Steeler merchandise, man, with our affiliate link, man. Help your boy out, man. I gotta go get me a DK Metcalf jersey this year, man. So help your boy out with that. With that being said, I always close out my shows like this, man. God is good, even though some people are not, man. God bless. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
Yeah, if you need that DK Metcalf jersey, you can click our link on our website, executivesview.com. Go to Fanatics, get your merch, or NFL Shop, whichever one. We are affiliated with both of them. We love working with those guys, so we got links all there. But hey, listen, if you want your WWE merch for this PLE, you can click our links on our website. Go to our deals section, and you can find all the deals, all the partners that we're affiliated with. We're doing great business there. We got the Hard Truth show that we're going to do right after Night of Champions, somewhere around 4:30. So tap in with us. We'll be reacting to the show. I'm sure we're going to crash out there. That'll be a lot of fun. Don't forget, guys, you know what's coming. Junior execs are back in the building. They're doing their show this coming up before SummerSlam. So SummerSlam is a big event. We're doing a junior exec show. It's got to be a big event. So they're excited to do that. We might have some special guests with them. So that's going to be a lot of fun. We don't do anything on that show, but make sure that they're on screen. They do their own show. It's a beautiful thing. I'm so proud of them. So they're excited to do that. Like I said, We got the show Hard Truths. The next week we'll have a levy of shows. Get to the website, get to the deal section, get to our shop, our merch, our official Executive View merch is on the website. I think I've done enough shameless plugging for one night. Everybody has filed out of the building long before that. The ring is broken down. We packed up everything into the Danhausen truck, and we're on to the next show. I appreciate everybody. Listen, everybody's feeling me right now with no hands. You got a local villain. Go out there, support your neighborhood villain. If you don't have one, you got the best one in the house. You got me right here. And thank you, everybody. I'm out of here. Peace. See you later.